Alright guys, welcome, finally, to Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Rebuild, Restore, Repair, Refurbish, whatever you'd like to call it. Part 2? Did I already say that? But anyways guys, here's the cabinet. And here's the frame that fell out of Buck Hunter, and it's a little bit banged up, so I don't think I'm going to use this frame. I think we're going to go take a gander to TV Farm and see if there's any suitable frames over there. Alright guys, so I do have a couple 25-inch tubes here. I got a couple in front of the garage and a few on my porch that I'll be able to choose a tube from. So, I got some tubes here. Guys, where I got these 4 tubes from a guy named Rob Burke. He owns the really big pinball machine there. A pinball machine like arcade. It's mostly pinball machines. I have a video that I did. These ones aren't mine, but these ones here are. I think I got a frame right here, guys. It looks nice and straight. I think that's a 20. Well, that's a 2775 right here. But that's no matter. A 27 or 2574 will fit on here. Obviously, the bird shit's gonna need cleaned off this frame. I got a tube in the house on the porch that I'm gonna try to make sure runs with the 7400. If I think it will, I'll put this on that tube and the 7400 chassis that I have for Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. So, going to be working on that, guys. I leave this here so y'all can admire, you know, the TV farm. I've gotten rid of some 19s from here, but yeah, it's just a horde of junk. That's what we need sometimes, guys, is junk, right? The ones that are willing to sort through it all to get something running. I admire each and every one of you that do it, because I know that well, it takes time and a lot of work, and an average person that doesn't ever do anything in our hobby, well, they just don't know the amount of work or yeah, the amount of work that it takes to bring something from this to what it'll eventually be when I'm done. And there's a lot of people out there that do that. So, to you guys, well, obviously some of you might not let your stuff get bird shit on, but, you know, to me, I really don't give a crap because I'm going to clean it anyways, whether if it has bird shit on it or not. And this is just where I can store stuff, because that's another thing in the hobby. That's the first thing you run out of, besides maybe sometimes money, is space. So, that's kind of why my shit's bird shit on. Alright guys, off to cobbling a monitor together. Alright guys, so I pretty much got the color set and the brightness, contrast. I got the yoke straight, you know, so it's not tilting one way or the other. At least it looks straight to me now. So I'm going to go ahead and decase this from this consumer plastic piece. I'm going to put this in the steel frame, and then I'll wash the yoke and the back of the tube and the frame again, the frame again, because I already did the frame to get, you know, the heavy poop off of it. And we'll take a look at it after it's all in its cage or whatever you want to call it. And we'll see what else we'll do after that. I don't know if you can hear it, but I love hearing the sound of a deflection coil. Okay guys, I don't know where I'm at. I didn't watch my last clip to see what I was talking about. So, I have the chassis hooked up to the tube. I was having trouble getting full horizontal width, you know, to fill the screen out from side to edge. So I went out to the parts farm, TV farm. I found a 2574 out there that was on a tube with a chassis. The tube said it was junk, written on the front from whoever owned it before me. So I stole the yoke off of it right here. I put it on here so I get full stretch across the horizontal now. Vertical is good. Color seems okay on this tube. I think it still needs some adjusting, but I'll adjust it to the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 board, which I am actually going to put on here in a minute, and fire up the board and make sure everything's okay. And then later on I will adjust the color to the board, and then the same monitor that this yoke came from, I'm going to actually take the frame and mount onto this tube. And then I'll wash the tube with the chassis because, you know, it has bird poop on it. And, yeah, so then I'll be getting the chassis all, excuse me, the monitor complete and ready to go. And then we will start working on body work on the actual machine itself, I guess. Alright guys, so I got the MK3 board. I got it on top of this wooden control panel type thing. Nothing should be shorting anything out on it. So let's have a little fire up here. We got some vertical shit going on here. The rest of it don't look very good either, man. Hold on, let me fix this up. Alright guys, so I have it on. I just needed to adjust the vertical hold for some reason. I'm not sure the colors are too right. The red's looking kind of red, purplish kind of. So I'm going to have to adjust some colors. I got some flickering going on. I had some lines going across this graphics. I kind of was piddling around. I kind of pushed on this chip and it stopped. So, see that jumping? Not quite sure what that's from. It wasn't doing that on the other board, so it might need to move some chips around, you know, reseed them or whatever and see if that stops. But we'll get it figured out, and we'll check out the monitor when it's on the frame. Hey look guys, somebody's used my little trick of spacing tubes on frames to get the tube into the bezel the way you want. Okay guys, so I got the convergence rings fastened down, the yoke's fastened down. Got the DeGallis coil lengthened, soldered, and shrink wrapped. So I should have plenty of room now. This had dual dag ground, so I just cut one off, so now I have one. I got the horizontal and the vertical yoke wires tightened and shortened up so they're not hanging everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this tube and frame now into the shower, give it a good soaking, and get it cleaned up. Then once it's dry, I'm going to attach the chassis, and well, it'll sit and wait for the rest of the machine to get done, guys. We'll see what we're into next.